What defines an emotionally mature person? Is it their self-awareness, their self-control, or being accountable for their actions? When we talk about an emotionally mature person, we are usually talking about adults who have a good grasp of who they are. Being emotionally mature implies that you know how to take control of your emotions. You know how to take responsibility for the mistakes you make, instead of blaming others for them. It also means that you are open to accepting other people's opinions and not rejecting them just because they don't match your own. However, being an adult doesn't instantly make you emotionally mature. On the contrary, most adults nowadays are nowhere near to being emotionally mature. The reason why is pretty much always having emotionally immature parents. That is why we've decided to share the 7 most common signs you were raised by such parents. But before we get to that, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Emotionally immature parents don't know how to take care of other people's needs. Taking care of one's most basic needs is not that hard, and that's what emotionally immature parents excel at. All of the basic stuff such as providing a home, food, and education are checked off the list fairly quickly. However, when children of emotionally immature parents are upset or worried about something, their parents might ignore these feelings because they can't understand them themselves. The reason why is that they don't believe a child who is well provided for could have such issues in their life. In turn, the child won't get any kind of emotional support. They don't know how to express their feelings. It is important for children to know that they are loved and cared for, but some parents are not comfortable with expressing such emotions. Expressing deep emotions is just not something emotionally immature parents do. The reason for this is almost always the fact that emotionally immature parents were raised in households where talking about feelings or sharing them was not encouraged. This makes them believe that feelings are a sign of weakness and prevents them from connecting to their children on a deeper level. They don't like differences. Parents who lack emotional maturity strongly believe that there is only one way of doing things, their own. Children who think differently than their emotionally immature parents will never find a middle ground. Instead, they would have to, quote, do as they're told, as their parents believe it was the best course of action. They always act childish. Since they don't know how to express their feelings the right way, emotionally immature parents expect their children to, quote, know better. They expect them to know how they're feeling and offer comfort in times of need. If the child is too young to recognize what their parents may be feeling and fails to provide comfort, the parents might get upset and blame the child for not giving them what they need. They lash out at their children. Not being able to express emotions usually means not being able to control them either. Emotionally immature parents are prone to losing their temper and transferring blame to their children. Kids who have experienced this know they had to carefully choose words when talking to their parents. They couldn't simply ask for a new toy. Instead, they would make elaborate plans that would slowly introduce the idea of getting a new toy to their parent. Such children often become emotionally mature sooner than their peers. They never invest themselves. Every relationship requires emotional work. Emotionally immature parents fail to carry the emotional load, and the burden often falls on their children. In families with such parents, children are the ones trying to fix an emotionally unstable relationship. And even if their parents know they are the ones causing the issues, they will never admit to it or apologize for their mistakes because they are not mature enough to do that. Their behavior is not stable. Emotionally immature people experience sudden mood swings because their emotions are easily influenced by external factors or other people. Whether these changes in behavior are good or bad, children are the ones who feel them most. In the majority of cases, children are not able to defend themselves emotionally, or perhaps incapable of understanding the sudden changes, which is why they often blame themselves for their parents' behavior. What about you? Are you familiar with any of these situations? If you are, then you probably have a piece of advice to share with us. Let us know in the comment section below and help others learn more about how to handle emotionally immature parents.